Welcome back to another video. It's the one and only Pocket, and today we're going to be talking about this Hive YouTuber that needs to be stopped. And that YouTuber is Oreologist. So we're just going to get right into it, guys. So yesterday I deleted my video that was, about the situation, and the reason why is because we did an interview. So I'm going to include it in this video. So right now I'm going to show you guys yesterday's video about the entire situation between Captain Swift and Oreologist, and then afterwards we're going to have the interview just in case you guys are confused. But yeah, also go check out George and Smux for the amazing gameplay. Smux wants you to follow him on TikTok. And then, George wants you to follow him obviously on YouTube. Go subscribe. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it. Enjoy this video. Today we're going to be talking about a Hive YouTuber that was being racist and leaked a 14-year-old's IP. Let's get right into it. Alright, so the YouTuber that was being racist and leaked a 14-year-old's IP is Oreologist. He has 26,000 subscribers and he's been getting crazy amount of support. And he was being racist to Captain Swift, a Hive YouTuber, so this is super messed up. However, Captain Swift is a little guilty as well, and I actually, messaged him to get his perspective on this, and he said, okay, to start things off, I'm guilty as well. I'm in a bad place in this situation. I take full credit for what I said. It was uncalled for and I cannot forgive myself for it. As a content creator on the Hive, I should know better. So the situation is basically Oreo just being racist and body shaming, but it goes much deeper than that. I'm just going to send the screenshots and ask any questions you want, and I'll answer your questions, alright? Screenshots of him insulting my mother, basically being racist and body shaming. So let's check it, let's take a look at what Oreologist said. So he said, surpassed in subs, suck my, and I'm going to blur that out. And then Captain Swift said, homie's ego is through the roof. And then Oreologist said, you're irrelevant now. So yeah, some of these things were joking, but they were also very hurtful. So Oreologist said this to Captain Swift as well. He said, why are you so ugly and fat? Now, you never want to body shame somebody. That's definitely crossing the line, even if it's a joke. Like, that's just way too much. And then, he said this to Captain Swift. He said, why are you so fat and ugly, you Indian? And then Oreologist said this to him. So Captain Swift said, don't call me your friend. And he said, I did something inside of your mother. She is my doll. Oh, yes. Okay, and then it gets worse. Oreologist says he says that and acts gangster, so you're basically stereotyping him. That's racist. That's what Red Cloak said. And Oreologist said, what? That's stereotyping. I'm going to tell Pocket. And then Oreologist replied and said he is acting like a gangster and saying this N-word, N-word that. So definitely not okay by Captain Swift to be saying the N-word. However, Oreologist goes right back at it, being racist, in terms of what Captain Swift said to him. He said, aren't you Indian? And Captain Swift replied with the meme face, and he said, tech scamming out here, huh? Scamming your own subs, question mark. So yeah, man, like, I got so many people, when I woke up this morning just DMing me and telling me about this situation. I'm like, oh, bro, like, this is terrible because, I do really, appreciate what Oreologist and Captain Swift have done for the community, but right here is where Oreologist really crossed the line. Like, listen, being racist and body shaming is terrible. Like, that is already crossed, but this is like way too extreme. So he says this. Him IP grabbing, saying the N-word, and uploading a 14-year-old's IP to YouTube with his face. This is what Oreologist did, and I'm gonna blur out obviously the name of this kid's channel and like the IP and all that. But look at that, Oreologist leaked that information, bro. Like, that's way too far, bro. And then right here, Oreologist did it again on this. He changed his name to Verz or whatever. But yeah, posted this right here. He posts innocent people's face. He deserves this, and yeah, basically just leaked the kid's IP. And like, man, you're a public influencer, bro. You can't be doing this, dude. You have over 26,000 subscribers and you're really doing this. Like, I'm actually really disappointed in Oreologist. Okay, and then this is what Captain Swift tells me. He said the N-word as a joke. In fact, we were all trolling and he took things a little bit too far. Same thing with me. I'm pretty sure Oreo has all the screenshots of me making a German joke, which was completely wrong from him. And I said, holy cow, dude. And he said, yeah, I really made a bad mistake by saying the German Nazi joke, and even though I was trolling because I thought it wasn't an excuse. I just pray I don't lose my Hive YouTube rank over this stupid mistake, man. Okay, and then the last thing I left it at is I told him, I said, I am making a video about this, but I will mention that you guys have worked it out, because apparently they have worked it out, but it's still not excusable. And then I said, you should have not said the German Nazi joke, but him leaking the kid's IP is so immature and illegal, which is true, like the racism, the body shaming, leaking the kid's IP, like that's way too far, man. And he said, you're right, the German joke is 100% on me, and I'll accept whatever backlash comes from it, but I've had to deal with Oreo and his toxicity for almost 3 years now, and it's gotten incredibly frustrating. I just want him to learn his lesson, that's all. Welcome back to another video. It's the one and only Pocket, and today we are interviewing Captain Swift. We're joined by the one and only Swim Fan. Swim, say what's up, man. Swift, say what's up, guys. And we also have Fry Bry in the call with Red Cloak. What's up, guys?
Yo, what's up?
So yeah, we've got a lot of witnesses, guys. We've got a lot of people involved in the situation here. Of course, we've got Swift. So we're gonna talk about this whole situation, guys. I know I posted this video last night talking about the Oreologist and Captain Swift drama, and I took it down because allegedly, they were both saying it was fake, but that is actually not the case. There's only Oreo saying that it's just fake beef when it's actually real. So he's dug himself in a deeper hole. And we're just gonna look at the screenshot right here, and then we're gonna talk to Captain Swift, guys. So look at this. This is what Oreo said to Captain Swift. He said, "We're going to say it was fake. We just acted to get reactions." And then Swift said, "You sure that's a good idea? I don't know. I say we just talked last night and just made up. Seems more realistic than just faking this stuff for reactions." And then Oreo said, "All right." And then Swift said, "I'll also mention how the screenshot you saying IP was fake. I'll say I got the information wrong." And then, Oreo said, it looked real if you say false info. So, yeah, guys, that is crazy right there. That screenshot literally tells you everything you got to know about the situation. We got a lot more proof and evidence, but let's hear from Captain Swift now. So Swift, I know I made the video last night and I was talking about the entire situation, and I told you I was going to make the video and you left a pinned comment, and then, I got in a group chat with you and Oreo and you guys are both telling me it was fake beef. So let's hear on your behalf of all of this, like what actually.
All right, hi guys, by the way. So 2 hours after Pocket's video, I got added to a group chat with 3 other people. They were all telling me, say the beef was fake. So, they think, we're not racist and all that stuff. And it clears Oreo's name. We had a talk. He said, let's say the beef is fake. I was actually saying, yeah, why? Why would you do that? Like, everyone knows. Like, if you think about the situation, I left a pinned comment breaking down his video. I've sent so much screenshots and just actually told the truth in Pocket's DMs. I've told other YouTubers the truth. My friends know the truth. To believe it's fake is so ridiculous. So basically, I decided to bait him out. I said, okay, I'm going to play with him a little bit. I'm going to work with him. So he's trying to fake it. I'm not. And that's what happened. So basically, we just kept on going, and then I sent a screenshot to Pocket saying, I baited him, let's expose him again, and yeah.
That's absolutely crazy, guys. So now we're also going to talk about the Fighters situation. So guys, this dude named It's Fighters got on a call with me, SwimFan, and Oreo yesterday, and AGR, and basically he told us that it was all his idea, and that he was literally like telling Swift and Oreo what to do. Like, it just sounds crazy, right? Well, anyways, we told him today that we know it was real beef and everything, and that, we know he was trying to take the fall. And this is what he said to me. So I said, I respect for you trying to take the fall for Oreo, man. You're a real friend. And he said, Pocket, I just want to apologize. I tried to cover for Oreo, man. So let me hear SwimFan's thoughts on this. So Swim, you were there to witness the entire situation. What is your breakdown on this? Like, what do you think, was the thought process for Fighters doing this?
Okay, so basically what happened is Oreo and Swift, they're having their beef, and then Fighters realizes that this is going to affect their clan's reputation. Oreo, one of their best players, might leave. There might be a lot of drama that he doesn't want to have happen. So then, when this starts to blow up and there's a Pocket video on it, and then there's this group chat and there's confrontations happening, Fighters' plan is to come in and tell Swift and Oreo to be like, okay, just say it's all fake and maybe we can get out of it easier with less consequences. But
it clearly wasn't the case.
It wasn't that at all, and he admitted today that it was real. So
it's just terrible, man. I feel like Oreo has just dug himself in a deeper and deeper hole with this situation. Like, to me, the best thing he could have done, is after everything came out last night, is just take accountability. And that's really it, man. I don't know, like, what to think anymore, really, about Oreo. And I feel for Swift, I feel like he definitely, made some mistakes in the situation, like, just letting the drama continue, and obviously, just saying, like, the Nazi thing. Like, yeah, it's not the greatest thing to say at all, but I feel like he was trying to defend himself towards everything that, was being said to him by Oreo. But listen to this. I asked Oreo, I said, okay, but what about the Indian jokes towards Swift? Because, regardless, he was being very, very offensive towards Swift. And he said the Indian joke equals tech scammer because of that meme that Indians work at Microsoft. But it wasn't meant to be offensive at all. I don't know how that's not meant to be offensive at all. Like, I really don't. Like, that is very, very stereotypical. You know what I mean? Like, that's that's racist. You know what I mean? So what is your thoughts? So if like, are you still offended by everything he was telling you in the original video that I am gonna show before all this interview goes down? Like what exactly happened?
Well, to be quite frank with you, I'm offended by everything he was saying. The things about my mom, like, he didn't do anything to my mom, but I'm just saying, like, the things he said about my mom, the Indian jokes, the subscriber thing, everything, it just kind of got me a little bit mad and forced me to say the German joke. But that doesn't affect my actions, obviously, and I take full accountability to that.
Mm-hmm.
But the Indian joke did quite offend me because he knows he has Indian fans. I have Indian fans. I have Indian friends who, I'm going to tell you right now, will not appreciate that joke. It's very offensive and stereotypical, and it was just wrong either way, meme or not.
That's terrible, man. Like I actually, do feel bad for you for having to go through all this drama, man. Like this is ridiculous to me. But anyways, guys, we're gonna continue this with this screenshot right here. So this is later in Captain Swift and Oreo's conversation. So Oreo goes, saying here and now that you're not winning anything. And then Captain Swift said, because what we said did happen, I don't want to win anything. You think any of us will win something, even if the lie worked for you and me? This literally wouldn't have happened if you decided not to troll. And he said, I'm not lying at this point. And then Swift said, and you started the Twitter thing with adding Splodger and Hive. And then he said, okay, cool, do your thing, King. Shouldn't have snitched. That's kind of not a great thing to say, shouldn't have snitched. That's like something you would say once you get caught, and you're trying to talk smack. And then Swift says, have a good day. And he goes, bye. Whatever happens, happens, is what Swift leaves it at. So, can we get some more insight on that, Swift? Like, what exactly was, like going on in that conversation right there? Like, you feel like he just knew at that point that you were just going to tell the truth with everything?
Recently in this group chat, who was this? Who is this? Okay, so there was this guy named Timo. I think the guy.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Wait, who is he, by the way?
I don't know. I think he's just one of their PvP friends. Like he was in the call yesterday.
That makes more sense. Okay, no, this all makes sense now. So the Timo guy was sending him screenshots about the entire, the entire thing, like the entire group chat, all that. He was sending screenshots. So that's how Oreo said. Wait, I'm looking through my screenshots. He said I could see the chat because he's getting SSs.
Mm-hmm.
I said whatever happens happens because I'm okay with what happens, like the consequences of my actions because of the joke, and I'm okay with him getting exposed because me and my friends, Fiber, Red Cloak, AGR, we've had to deal with this kid for, God, how long now?
3
like
years?
Almost 3 years, yeah, basically. He's just been toxic. He's always called out clan trash, even though we did nothing to him. So I think it's about time he got exposed for what he's done, and I was okay with whatever happens to me as long as he gets taken down with me.
I mean, I don't think you necessarily should be taken down. Like I think Swim was saying something earlier about like that it's not exactly your fault. Like you're not exactly in the wrong. You want to break that down, Swim?
Yeah, basically, I'm from the West Coast, Seattle. Everyone's super liberal, and if I was just to go around just my neighborhood, and if I were to ask, do you think Oreo is a Nazi, and if I were to show them the whole context to the situation, just the culture of my state and how everyone is, they would agree that that's Nazi behavior, the racism that he said about Indians and all that. So I think Captain Swift isn't in the wrong.
Well,
and I think at most you should just get a warning from Splodger to avoid drama.
I agree with that too.
Yeah.
I really do too. With this situation, how messy it's gotten, and how Swift was at least truthful with the whole situation and like took it like a man and owned up. I really do appreciate that. And he wasn't one-sided at all. That's the thing, guys. Oreo was really like going off on me saying the whole story was one-sided, even though I was getting things from both sides. But check this out, guys. So I actually asked Oreo like everything, like what his thoughts were on all this. But basically I said this. I said, what about the racism jokes if you're claiming it was jokes? Because I feel like it's still not okay with that. And he said, well, we're close friends since 3 years and we have inside jokes like me saying text camera to him and him saying German stuff to me. The N-word thing I haven't said in a long time and I won't ever say it again. I said it in the past. I regret it. I apologized a lot for it. That's the reason why my Hive rank got declined. And then this is the main thing, guys. So this is like his side because he didn't want to do the interview. He, for some reason, doesn't want to call and like do a voice. I can't tell you guys why, but this is basically all I got from him on his perspective, everything. So I said, hey, can you tell me, can you give me your side on this entire beef being fake and tell me why you guys faked the beef? and why Swift went along with it so well. And he said, it really just started out of nothing. I was just bored, and I know that my friend Swift has a clan, and me and some of his friends members had difficulties in the past, so I just tagged them saying weird stuff, but you could tell I was trolling. They did the same thing and it was alright. Then I tagged Swift, and if you ever saw my comments with Swift on YouTube, you can see we just argue for fun. I think some people find that funny. So he most likely just played along because he is somewhat used to it. I called him and we talked about stuff to say like what's bad about why we're famous. He called me a dream suck off and I called him a trend suck off. His friend took it a little too serious, and then I think they really thought we were being real at some point. I think one of the two DM'd you after we made a joke like, Pocket, will you upload the end of Oreo? But they actually meant it. And yeah, it kind of escalated, but we played along with it, and it didn't really end well. Since I live in Germany and he lives in Canada, our time zones are really different. I went to sleep, and I guess that made him really confused about what to say. And when I woke up, I saw the video, and I was really confused because I really thought they're joking the end of Oreo. Well, Swift was, but the others weren't. So after hearing all that, like, the first part about, like, him claiming like the racism, was just you guys are close friends and everything, but you're saying you're not. And then, him just saying, like, his thoughts on the entire beef being fake. Like, what do you got to say about this for real? Because it looks really, really bad on Oreo now. Like, really bad.
Okay, I'm gonna just debunk his entire paragraph with just one statement. He's lying. You can ask my friends right now, Fryby and Red Cloak. He's hated me for a long time. He's hated my friends. We were never friends. Whenever he called me a trend to suck off, I don't even know what trend I sucked off, but whatever the case is, he meant it to be, like, he meant it to hurt me, like, offend me. I called him he's milking dream content because, if you guys don't know, Oreo had a second channel called Oreologist Jr., and he just started making like 50 dream videos. And that's why I just said, he was starting to flex his subscribers and his numbers. I just said, you're getting clout off of another YouTuber. I don't think that's something to flex about. And then, he got offended. So that's what happened.
Wow. That is pretty surreal to me, man. And like, that's the thing, guys. I am definitely going to take, Swift showed me a lot of evidence, he showed me a lot of truth. You can just tell, like, the way he talks and everything, like, he's not just, being really, like, that's the thing. Oreo was taking personal shots towards me and, Swim Fan, where we were just trying to, hear his side of the story and stuff because, we want to hear the situation. It was just very childish and immature to me, but hear this out, guys. So this is what Oreo posted on his community tab 6 hours ago. This is the last thing we're going to show, in this interview. He said, gonna take a longer break since people are trying to come after me real bad and make plans behind my back. I'm not innocent, but neither is the other person, which is trying to act like a hero. Have a great day, y'all. Now it feels like he's at the point where he knows he's in too deep and he knows what's about to happen. He knows that it was all true. Literally just says it right there, that he's not innocent, even though he told me he basically was, right? And that was all fake. And that's the thing. We know that Swift's not completely innocent, but we know he hasn't done nothing nearly as wrong as what Oreo's been doing, which is crazy to me in this situation. So what's your guys' final thoughts on the situation, if you guys, want to break it down for me?
I'm not innocent. When he says I'm trying to be a hero, it's completely false. I will take full accountability and all the consequences that comes with what happens. If I lose my rank, I'll accept it. If I lose subscribers, if I lose fans, I'll accept all that. But what I don't want is this guy to get away with most of the stuff he's done. Because he's been a plague in my life for so long, and just the thought of him just finally being gone is just amazing to me. The beef was real. It was always real. We've always had beef. Him trying to cover it up to save himself offended me because me and my friends planned this for so long to expose Oreo by collecting screenshots of him, being offensive, racist, just IP grabbing, being a part of IP grabbing, all that stuff.
Wow.
What else? He's also very offensive to my friends.
And then,
Amada,
yeah.
He was racially profiling my friend Pigman because he was acting hard and like a gangster. And he knows my friend is African American. I'm not gonna assume he didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying there's a chance.
Yeah, with the stuff he was telling you, I definitely see the chance. Now, I do want to ask you about the doxing situation because he was claiming it was fake and everything. We found out that it's actually not, huh? Like he really did, was a part of doxing, the 14-year-old kid. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you show a screenshot right now, he said the N-word first of all in the screenshot, which is completely wrong. And then he also asked the person who blocked his name out and sent me the screenshot. He was asking for the IP, and he was asking for all the information on Dante, a 14-year-old, a minor, so he could upload it onto YouTube on his second channel. The doxing situation should be taken seriously because, first of all, it's a 14-year-old kid, and he uploaded it to YouTube, online, the internet. God knows how many people saw the video. I don't know if they still have it, which is completely wrong. But just the actual thought of just uploading onto YouTube is just straight illegal, I think. Is it?
It is.
Yeah. So that's just wrong.
Wow. That's insane. I know Frybry, who's also in the call with us, wanted to point something out. So if you want to go ahead, Bry. Let's hear, what you wanted to point out in this situation.
So yeah, I wanted to point out, to add to what Swift said in response to Oreo basically saying that he's trying to be a hero. At least, while Swift is not completely innocent, Swift has the accountability to really just admit where he was wrong, whereas Oreo is just trying to just cover himself up. So I feel like Swift deserves credit for at least taking accountability.
That's what I think too. I really do. Because, did Swift do anything extremely messed up? I really don't think so. I really don't in this situation. I feel like Swift still does deserve his YouTube rank. If any Hive staff is watching this and, wants to just, maybe understand the situation, feel free to message me or Swift because, we do understand everything that happened in this. But yeah, I definitely agree with Frybry. I feel like he, took a lot of accountability with all of this, and yeah, he was a real man about the situation, while Oreo was just trying to dodge everything and trying to make me look bad, trying to make, Swift look bad, trying to make everybody, in this situation involved look bad. Took an unnecessary shot at SwimFan and me and other people when they were just trying to hear the side of the story. Just super immature dude, guys. Just know that. Super immature dude. But yeah, man, that's going to be the interview. SwimFan, do you want to say anything, any final statements or, Captain Swift?
I think Oreo's gonna get what comes to him. He needs to learn, and maybe this will make him open his eyes and stop being toxic. I don't know. We'll see.
Let's pray for real.
I think Swift is pretty innocent, and he shows character that he admitted to where in his eyes he thought he messed up with the German stuff. So pretty much what I have to say.
Any final statements from you, Swift, on this interview?
In the famous chat, for the YouTubers who said you lost respect for me, I want it back, okay? I know you got mad that I was faking it. I wasn't, okay? Dicey's, I know you said that. I want it back. I want my respect back. It wasn't, I was baiting him, okay? That was it.
Well, that's it, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching this. Be sure to go check out my boy George for the background gameplay on this. Check out everybody else who was involved in this interview, guys. Captain Swift, I'll link his channel down below. SwimFan, go check him out. Frybry as well. And, check out the Red Cloak as well. He was in here, but, he didn't say anything. But, yeah, guys, that's going to do it for today's interview. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation, guys, on Oreo, doing all of this and then trying to fake the beef. It's just... This has gone way too far, guys. Way too far. The racism, the doxing, it's just low, and he's really, really going to have to take accountability, and I hope he does instead of trying to, just cover this all up. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. And like we always say, Empire